All right, guys, so I realized that these questions, they will be on our test, and the reason that they're on there is they are quite common on ACT and SAT questions, but I realized I failed to cover them in our last live session, so we're going to do this really quick. There's only 2 questions on your test like these, and they're not too bad. So in which quadrant, you can usually ignore the S in these, it's usually just 1 here. In which quadrant does angle theta lie if sine of theta is greater than 0 and tangent of theta is less than 0? And the key here is to kind of decode what is it telling me about my angle. What does it mean to be greater than 0? What types of numbers are bigger than 0? Positive numbers. Here it's telling me the sine of my angle is positive. Likewise, what kind of numbers are less than 0? Negative numbers. Here it's telling me that the tangent of this angle is negative. So let's figure out in which quadrant both of these things are true. So are all students take calculus, right? Remember which ones are positive in each. So let's figure out, where is sine positive? All and students, right? The top 2 is where our y coordinate's positive. Okay, where is tangent negative? Well, remember, tangent is positive here, which means it's negative in these 2. And what we're looking for is which quadrant are both of these things true. And in this case, it's the quadrant where we have overlap, which is quadrant 2. The answer here, theta must be in quadrant 2. Okay, likewise, let's try one more really quick. Which quadrant or quadrants does theta lie if cosine is less than 0? So cosine of my angle is negative. And then they threw in a curveball here about cosecant. Well, cosecant is the reciprocal of sine of theta. Now remember, reciprocal just means to flip upside down. It's not going to change my sign from positive to negative or negative to positive. It's just literally the fraction upside down. So it's really telling me that sine of theta, its reciprocal, would also be less than 0, or sine of theta is negative. So we're looking for our quadrant where cosine is negative and tangent is negative. So where is cosine negative? In the left 2 quadrants. Where is sine negative? Our y coordinate ends up being in the bottom 2 quadrants. So where is the one place where both of those things are true? Where is cosine and sine negative? In quadrant 3. Okay, so the key here is really just decoding what it's telling us in the math, and to remember that the reciprocal of something doesn't change its sign, like positive to negative or negative to positive. It just flips the fraction upside down. So here they might as well have just been talking about sine to begin with. Okay, hope this helps. You'll see 2 questions like this on your test. Hopefully they're relatively easy.